Wow, that was pretty gory. I mean, I expected the new Samurai Jack to have blood, but wow, I didn't expect this much. It wasn't as much as Family Guy or anything anything like that, but it was still quite a lot. Just a lot more than the original ever had. The original would only have like I don't know, just about this much, but this one was like, so this is the second episode of the new Samurai Jack, and it is just as good as the last one. Maybe even better than the last one. Yeah, better than the last one. This episode was just, I'm wondering what's going to happen next. How's it going to happen? It was great. So, it started out with Aku, and there were rumors of that about happening. So he wakes up, he puts on his little flame eyebrows, and he's just like, another day. Not really caring about anything, and this is the new voice because Mako died, and it's by the new guy who voiced Iroh in the third season. I forgot his name, but he is the same guy, and it's a pretty good job. I mean, just like Iroh, you can tell the difference. It's not exactly the same, but it is good enough to pass. It's not going to be bothering or anything, but you can still tell the difference. But it is still really good. But he's just all not really caring about anything. He gets visited by these mud guys who go and make this little statue of himself, and then he gets visited by these doctors who said they made this giant beetle robot, and he still doesn't care. And it's pretty much that he just, I think, lost interest in Jack. And he also doesn't know that Jack lost his sword, so maybe that's it. Maybe he just got really bored of Jack and eventually forgot about him, but he just doesn't seem to really care. He then goes to this therapist who looks exactly like him to go and get counseling, and he starts going, kind of getting upset, and he's like, and the therapist is like, this is a safe place. And I'm just like, they didn't do that. They really didn't do that. I mean, I'm not really sure if it was a Jack at social justice warriors, but if it was, that was great. That got a chuckle out of me. That was really good. It just explains a lot of problems of the day, but that was great. So we move on from that scene and we go to Jack, who's just in the woods on his motorcycle until he gets attacked by this invisible thing, and it's of course revealed to be all the daughters who are going after him, and he's pretty much just getting his butt whooped by him. He can't really get a hit. He's just going everywhere. His motorcycle gets destroyed. His clothes get ripped off. He's getting his ass beaten. And while all this is going down, this white wolf is having this fight with all these multicolored tigers or something. I don't know what they are, but I was rooting for the white wolf. I was like, oh, don't kill him, he looks cute. But all that stuff was going down, so after they destroy his motorcycle, Jack is hiding under a part of the giant beetle he destroyed, and he's just pretty much having a conversation with his old self, who's just like, why are you still doing this? Just give up! And it's pretty much going and tell him getting tongue-tied, to just go and commit suicide. That's what he's pretty much saying, and Jack looked like he was actually thinking about it for a second. Just go and end it. He's been at it for 50 years. He's not going back in time, it seems. He should just go and end it. But he's like, no, I can get through this. So he burst out, he's running through the rain and looks really great. Because all the animation in this episode looks really good. It's incredible. It's some of the best I've ever seen in something like this. But he's running through the rain, trying to get away from them and all that. So he eventually goes and gets to this temple where he goes and hides. So he goes in there, and all the daughters are out looking for him, but they can't find him. And then eventually it shows that he's hiding in some kind of hole. But he goes around and then gets out of there, and he goes into this different part of the temple where there are all these fireflies and this weird music playing. And then it's revealed that he's hiding in one of these tombs. So he's hiding in there, hoping that they're not going to find him. His It's pretty tense actually. I'm just like, don't find him, don't find him, don't find him. But they do find him, they all attack him. He gets his ass whooped again. They're really good. Unlike all the other enemies, they look like a legitimate threat. But he eventually gets away and gets to the temple where one of the daughters again finds him, and he gets into a fight with her and all that, and then he goes and accidentally slits her throat because he didn't know that she was human, and she's just like and falls down, and Jack's like, oh my god, what have I done? He's just shocked that he went and accidentally killed a human being, and he didn't know she was human, but there's all this blood coming out, and she falls down and blood coming down, and he also got stabbed in the chest. And it's also that scene where in the trailers where he is leaning against the wall and all that blood's coming out. That's where that scene is from. So at first I thought he was maybe going to go and take her with him and maybe try to heal her. I was thinking maybe that's the one that was weak, and he's going to go and take her and tell her, I'm not the bad guy, okay? But no, he just leaves her. So I'm guessing all the daughters are going to go and find her and try to get her revenge. But he gets out, he blows up the temple, falls into the river, and all this blood is everywhere, and then drifts off. And that's where the episode ends. And the next episode is pretty much going to be, I guess, against them again, because they pretty much go into the forest and saying, we're going to get him, and everything like that. And then it just shows Jack going in and attacking him. So this was an intense episode, just a lot of tense to it. I was hoping Jack was going to get out of it. It was really good. The animation in it was incredible. I liked the part when Jack was running in the rain. I liked that part where he was fighting those girls in the forest, and I also liked the parts where they were in the temple, all the shadows, the water. It was all really good. Oh, and the battle between the wolf and the tiger things ended with all of them dead. They were just, the tigers were there dead on the floor, and the wolf was just pretty much, its eyes were gone or something, and just lying in a pool of blood. I was hoping he was going to make it out of it. Maybe he does, maybe he's just passed out or something, but it was quite gory. So this series is definitely getting really good. I'm getting more and more excited for it. I wish it wasn't every Saturday that I was on. It was just every day. I mean, yeah, it would go by a lot faster that way, but just it's hard to wait for it every time. So it is nice to go and see Aku again. Like I said, his voice wasn't 100% spot on, but it was good enough that you're not going to go wrong. Like, oh, jeez, that doesn't sound like anything like him. No. It's pretty much just good enough, just like Iroh's. So I kind of wonder if Aku is going to go and find out pretty soon that Jack doesn't have his sword, because they pretty much went and said that he doesn't know he doesn't have it. So I'm guessing that means that the sword is really the only way that Aku can get defeated. So I think that by the end of the series, Jack is actually going to go and find it somehow, whether it would just go and appear magically in his hand or something like that. He probably is going to get it by the end of the series. Okay, so anything else to talk about? Let's see. I think that's pretty much everything that was in the episode, but really good. I loved it. It was better than the first episode, and that was really good also, but I wonder what's going to happen next week. So this was episode 2 out of 10, and I think, was it 52 out of all? 53? Around there? Or 63? Around there, but another really good episode. Just 8 more episodes left. I just wonder where it's going to lead to then. If you haven't been watching the series, go and watch it. You're missing out on something. It's just, all the writing's really good. And once again, they didn't really have any cursing in it, so I'm guessing they're really not going to have any cursing at all. It's just pretty much be on the gore to go and make it more adult. That's really all, but I'm okay with that. I mean, in a way, it kind of makes it more faithful to the original, so I'm okay with that. Really good series so far. But like I said, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. And I also talked about that one scene where he's just like, remember, this is a safe place. It also has pretty good jokes. That one I liked. Just, I hope they have more jokes geared towards social justice warriors like that. It was just a really good joke. I loved it. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next week with another Samurai Jack review. Take care.